Look for it.
It's just the experience of watching it blow up. So make sure you have your son there when you do it.
No. Thank you. That was very kind.
If everyone could please get seated so we could start.
Marty, he's here. Okay, good. Gary?
Troy, is that door?
He's parking his car.
Okay.
We got time. He's on all the time. Should I give this to Mary? Yeah. Okay, Mary, I'm ready for you.
Right, then you resign. Then you start again.
Good evening. My name is Mary Alexander Basta, and I hereby call to order this Village Board meeting of May 11th, 2021. I'd like to invite Trustee Bob Jaskowitz up for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. May I have roll call, please?
Yes, Mayor. Trustee Zarate.
Here.
Trustee Watts.
Here.
Trustee Lawler.
Here.
Trustee Jaskowitz.
Here.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Here.
Mayor Basta.
Here. Thank you. Need a motion to approve the minutes of regular meeting April 27, 2021.
So moved. Second.
Trustee Lawler, second. Trustee Watts. Any additions, corrections, or deletions?
None.
Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Approval of the agenda. Mr. Odelson, are there any changes for this evening's agenda?
No, ma'am, Mayor. None.
Thank you. May I have a motion to approve the agenda for this evening?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Carpenzano, second. Trustee Zarate. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. There are no appointments to approve this evening, so we will start off with the reports of the officers. We do have some elected officials here that I would like to acknowledge. Mayor Emeritus Roger Clare. Retired Village Clerk Carol Punning, all the way in the back. Thank you. From our school board, we have Victor Zach and Debbie Sikora. Our attorney, Jim Bowen. Village Board, Sandy Swinkunas. Newly elected Township Supervisor, Gary Marschke. Library Board, Peggy Danhoff. Newly elected Park District, Christian Carey. Library, Celeste Bermejo. School Board, Diane Paro. Township Trustee, newly elected, Debbie Savage. School Board President, Steve Quigley. Past Village Trustee, Rick Morales. Past Village Trustee, Derisa Hoagland. Park District Board, Jerry Hicks. Wow, that's a lot of elected officials.
Mary? Pete DeCiani, County Commissioner.
Pete DeCiani. And Marcelo Valencia's Library Board. Thank you. Anybody, did I forget anyone else? Thank you all for being here this evening. Bob Kalnicki, Library Board. Thank you. You got those glasses on. I don't know if there's sun out there, make it shine this way. We have two proclamations to present this evening. First is Poppy Days. Accepting the proclamation is John Davin, Commander of VFW Post 5917, and Herschel Nelson, Commander of the American Legion Post 1288. Poppy Days is May 14th through May 16th. Can you please join me? Good evening. I'm going to let you introduce everyone shortly, but in the essence of time, I'm going to read the proclamation. Whereas the annual Poppy Drive fundraiser by the Veterans of Foreign Wars and the United States and American Legion has been officially recognized and endorsed by governmental leaders since 1922. And whereas VFW Buddy Poppies and American Legion Poppies are assembled by disabled veterans, and the proceeds of this worthy fundraising campaign are used exclusively for the benefit of disabled and needy veterans and the widows and orphans of deceased veterans. And whereas the Poppy Drive fundraiser preceding Memorial Day is the traditional way to bring attention to the sacrifices made by the nation's deceased war heroes in their struggle to keep America free, now therefore I, Mary Alexander Basta, Mayor of the Board of Trustees of the Village of Bolingbrook, Will and DuPage Counties, Illinois, do hereby proclaim May 14th through the 16th, 2021 as Poppy Days in the village and urge all of our citizens to recognize the merits of this cause by contributing generously to its support through your donations and to wear a Buddy Poppy as evidence of our gratitude to the men and women of this country who have risked their lives in defense of the freedoms which we continue to enjoy as American citizens.
I'd like to introduce our members of our post that are out here today. We are the Veterans of Foreign Wars and the American Legion here. Right behind me is Herschel Nelson. He is the commander of the American Legion, and he is the quartermaster of the VFW. Next is Bob Adami. He's our Sergeant of Guard. He's past district commander and past post commander. Larry Schaefer, he's also past post commander and past district commander. Greg Palmer, he's our adjutant at both organizations, and he's the senior vice in the VFW. And we have Angelo Arzaro. He's also a member of our post, and he's our junior vice for the Veterans of Foreign Wars. In 1915, a poem was written, Flanders Field. It was written by a soldier who lost a friend in war. And the poppy was known to grow in a field that nothing else would grow from, but it was saturated with the blood of soldiers fighting the war. In 1918, the poppy was made by the British American Legion, and since then has become a tradition of wearing red poppy to show your support for our veterans. All the proceeds go for our veterans in the local area and to help support their needs. And we appreciate everything that you do to help us out. And I'm asking each and every one of you every Friday to wear red to remember everyone that's deployed. Thank you.
We'll keep it short. On behalf of the American Legion Post 1288, I want to thank you for the proclamation this evening. Thank you and have a good evening.
Our second proclamation this evening is for National Public Works Week. Accepting the proclamation is Ken Enda, Assistant to the Administrator of Public Works for the Village of Bolingbrook. Good evening. Whereas public works professionals focus on infrastructure, facilities, and services that are of vital importance to sustainable and resilient communities and to the public health, high quality of life, and well-being of the people of the Village of Bolingbrook. And whereas this infrastructure, facilities, and services could not be provided without the dedicated efforts of the qualified public works staff who are responsible for rebuilding, improving, and protecting our nation's transportation, water supply, water treatment, and solid waste systems, public buildings, other structures and facilities, electrical, and snow removal essential to our citizens. And whereas it is the public interest for the citizens, civic leaders, and children of the Village of Bolingbrook to gain knowledge of and to maintain an ongoing interest and understanding of the importance of public works and public work programs in their respective communities. And whereas the year 2021 marks the 61st annual National Public Works Week sponsored by the American Public Works Association, now I therefore, Mary Alexander Basta, and the Board of Trustees of the Village of Bolingbrook, Will and DuPage Counties, Illinois, do hereby proclaim the week of May 16th through the 21st, 2021 as National Public Works Week, Stronger Together, in the Village of Bolingbrook, and encourage all citizens and civic organizations to recognize the substantial contributions public works personnel make to protect our health, safety, and quality of life.
Good evening, everyone. Once again, I'm Ken Enda. I've been a resident of Bolingbrook for 51 years, and Thursday marks my 30th anniversary working for the village, so this is a good week for me. Thanks. So, who is Public Works, and what do we actually do? Well, we are electricians, mechanics, we are painters, plumbers, and carpenters. We are wastewater operators and pump technicians. We are welders, heavy equipment operators, and certified arborists. Public work is jack of all trades, master of some. Public Works even operates Hillcrest Cemetery on Boughton Road and often meets with grieving families. We care for many local ponds and even stock them with fish. And of course, we are all professional snowplow drivers. Everyone in Public Works is involved in snow operations in some way, shape, or form. We do many things in Public Works, but the most important thing we do is this: we serve. We serve the village residents. I can promise you this: we will do everything in our power to make Bolingbrook a bigger, better, and more beautiful place to live, work, and play. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any public comments before the board this evening?
Madam Mayor, there were no public comments received.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is bill approval. Bill listing A, $623,681.66. Bill listing B, $2,347,003.06, for a total of $2,970,684.72. May I have a motion to approve the payment of these bill listings, please?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Jaskowitz, second. Trustee Zarate. Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Zarate? Yes. Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Mayor Basta?
Yes, thank you. Next on the agenda this evening, we have 6 motions under consideration. First motion is to accept low bid from Elmhurst Chicago Stone in the amount of $43,800 for 2021-2022 MTF Materials Group No. 1 Concrete and Aggregates. This motion accepts the sole bid from Elmhurst Chicago Stone for the 21-22 MFT Materials Group. concrete and aggregates, which is gravel. 4 bid packets were sent out and 1 was returned. The cost is $43,800, which is $3,200 on a budget of $47,000. So we are under budget. May I have a motion to accept?
So move.
Second.
Trustee Zarate, second trustee Watts. Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Mayor Basta?
Yes, thank you. Next motion is to accept low bid from Globe Construction in the amount of $292,180 for the 21-22 MFT Sidewalk Program. This motion accepts the low bid from Globe Construction for the 2021-2022 MFT Sidewalk Program. 5 bid packets were sent out and 4 were returned. The cost is $292,180, which is $82,820 under the budgeted amount of $375,000. May I have a motion to approve, please?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Jaskowitz, second trustee Carpenzano. Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Mayor Basta?
Yes, thank you. Next motion is to accept low bid from Road Safe in the amount of, $266,700. 5 bid packets were sent out and 3 were returned. This is $31,700 over the budgeted amount of $175,000. May I have a motion to approve, please?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Lawler, second trustee Zarate. Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Mayor Basta?
Yes, thank you. Next motion is to accept low bid from Traffic Control Corporation in the amount of $53,658.80. This motion accepts the low bid from Traffic Control. 1 bid packet was sent out and 1 was returned. It is $16,341 under budgeted amount of $70,000. May I have a motion to approve, please?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Watts, second trustee Zarate. Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Mayor Basta?
Yes, thank you. Next motion is to accept low bid from PT Faro Construction in the amount of $4,291,138.76 for the 21-22 MFT HMA Street Resurfacing and Patching Program. This motion accepts the low bid from PT Faro Construction for 21-22 MFT HMA Street Resurfacing and Patching Program. 2 bid packets were sent out and 2 were returned. The cost is $4,291,138.76, which is $91,138.76 over the budgeted amount of $4,200,000. May I have a motion to approve, please?
So moved. Second.
Trustee Lawler, second trustee Carpenzano. Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Mayor Basta?
Yes, thank you. Next motion is to accept low bid from Denler, Inc. in the amount of $241,450 for the 21-22 MFT HMA Crack Filling Pavement Program. This motion accepts the low bid from Denler, Inc. for the 2021-2022 MFT HMA Crack Filling Pavement Program. 7 bid packets were sent out and 2 were returned. The cost is $241,450, which is $58,550 under the budgeted amount of $300,000. May I have a motion to approve, please?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Lawler, second trustee Watts. Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Mayor Basta?
Yes, thank you. We have one ordinance before the board this evening, PC 21.09, approval for a special use permit for a commercial recreation facility with extended hours of operation, Anytime Fitness, located at 1128 West Boughton Road. Tammy Torres with Tri-Leaf Corporation is the applicant. Tammy Torres of Tri-Leaf Corporation is seeking approval for a special use permit for a commercial recreational facility with extended hours of operation located at 1128 West Boughton Road. The applicant is proposing a fitness facility commonly known as Anytime Fitness with hours of operation 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The Plan Commission has reviewed and does recommend approval. May I have a motion to accept the Plan Commission's approval for the special use?
So moved. Second.
Trustee Lawler, second. Trustee Jaskowitz. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Now we have the related ordinance. 21-029, approving a special use permit for a commercial recreational facility with extended hours of operation, Anytime Fitness, located at 1128 West Boughton Road. May I have a motion to approve the ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Lawler, second. Trustee Zarate. Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Zarate? Yes. Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Mayor Basta?
Yes, thank you very much. We have some late arrivals that I've seen come in. I'd like to acknowledge Ron Ostrike with our Park District. Thank you for being here. Kevin O'Keefe with the Bolingbrook Chamber. Our first responders, police and fire, thank you so much for being here. And we also have some public works staff. Thank you. Trustee comments. Trustee Lawler?
The only announcement I have, and this is so relevant due to the earlier proclamation, is that if you would like to honor those who have served and learn a little bit about history for Bolingbrook, the Bolingbrook Historic Preservation Commission is hosting May 22nd, Saturday, May 22nd, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. at the First Village Hall down the street on Briarcliff Road, the Bolingbrook Museum. And you can come out and celebrate the veterans and remember those who have fallen, and also show them your appreciation for all the sacrifices they made. So this will be up on the on bolingbrook.com, the village website, and that information will be continuing until the event. So that's the only comment I have so far.
Thank you. Trustee Carpenzano.
One quick comment about an event that is upcoming, the Kids Garage Sale, which is for kids age 6 to 15 at the BRAC on Saturday, May 15th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. There's a whole bunch of information on Facebook. You can reserve a table for just $5. You can also call 630-739-1700. I'll have more comments after we adjourn for a special occasion tonight.
Wait, it's not your turn.
Oh,
No, Maria, Trustee Zarate.
Thank you, Mayor. Veterans of the Foreign War, VFW Post 5917 and American Legion Post 1288, Poppy Days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, May 14th through the 16th, at the intersection throughout Bolingbrook. Honor the fallen, support the living, wear a poppy to honor those who have worn our nation's uniform. All donations received are used for programs that support veterans, the military community, and their families. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Watts?
All right, well, I too have an event I'd like to let the community know about. It's the Bolingbrook Garden Club is hosting an online plant sale. You can purchase now and pick up on May 14th and May 15th. online at bolingbrook-garden-club.square.site. Money raised from the sale will be used for scholarships and civic programs. So that's the Bolingbrook Garden Club. I'll also have additional comments later this evening.
Thank you. Now you can make some comments. You're so excited this time.
One quick announcement, and then I'd like to say a few words, if that's okay. I don't know why Marty likes me in the Red Cross, but another blood drive coming up May 21st, Friday, at the Community Service Council offices on Quadrangle Drive, 440 Quadrangle Drive. Appointments are required. You can go to the AmericanRedCross.org website and make your appointment there. Okay. Just like to say a few words because this is my last meeting. I find it kind of symbolic. About a year and a half ago, we were here in warmer weather on stage saying goodbye to our honorable mayor, emeritus now.
It wasn't a year and a half ago. Come on now.
And, what's that?
It wasn't a year and a half ago. That's a long time.
Well, what I'm trying to say is I'm on stage, I'm retiring, and I got a great audience too. So there's got to be something symbolic there. No, I would like to say a few words if that's okay.
As long as your speech is not longer than mine.
Probably not. Mayor Basta, fellow trustees, Attorney Olson, and for those who don't know, Bert and I constantly, every meeting, we're trying to compare ties because we like Jerry Garcia and so on. Marty Barton, village clerk, I want to thank you very much for all your support. It's been truly a roller coaster ride, many ups, many downs, some curves, and so on, but it's been an honor to represent you, the residents of Bolingbrook. I myself enjoy politics and I enjoy truly helping others. I'm sure if you ask all the elected officials sitting up here, one of the main reasons they got involved in politics is because they truly wanted to make a difference and help other people. You find sometimes that certain politicians, as they extend their career, they lose that original goal, that passion, what they had. And I hope that you guys will find it in your heart to go back and say, why did I run to be an elected official? And if it's changed, maybe you might want to go back to that original thought of why you want to be an elected official. I've enjoyed my time as village trustee and the experience at all. I enjoyed fielding phone calls from the residents, passing on requests to the different departments, and making sure that they got the help they needed and got the appreciation from the residents because of that. The serious side of our job, though, is to be able to spend our tax dollars that the residents have to pay out of their pocket in a variety of forms. And for the most part, I think we've done a valiant job and a good job of doing that. A couple points I want to make that I fought for over the 4 years, and the one thing I think we would do better in spending tax dollars is making sure that the majority of our contracts are, we get away with the no-bid contracts and do away with that. I really think that our vendors, even if we use the same ones, will perform a better job, be on their toes, and want to earn our business. And that's only done by having them compete for that business. I would also like us to reconsider the cannabis distribution sites that we turned down, and only because a lot of our residents are going to Romeoville and Naperville and so on, and they're benefiting from those tax dollars that we're losing out on. And revenue is revenue, and we can use it, and I would like you to reconsider that if at all possible. I know we got the commission done on the toters and the garbage tax and so on, or the garbage issues and things like that. One of the things I would recommend, because I think the only problem we really have is in the recycle area. And I would suggest strongly that if we can't do toters, maybe instead of doing recycling where papers are blowing all around and you got the blue bins and the covers falling off and everything else, is maybe set up regional, within the village sites where people drop off their recycling with large toters. And if they really want to recycle, that's how they would do it. Finally, what I would like to do is I would like to just recognize a few people that have made my job a lot easier. Mayor Basta.
Thank you.
I love your leadership style. Don't lose that. Continue to delegate, seek advice, and keep that welcoming smile, okay? I also want to recognize Administrator Ken Teppel and Administrator Lucas Rickelman for your support and your respect of the position, and I appreciate all of that. The previous Public Safety Director, Tom Ross, was very instrumental when I first became on as a trustee, and he gave me a lot of good advice. I don't know if Tom's here tonight, but I appreciate that. Police Chief Rampa, I saw you there. Thank you so much for your support. James Farrell from IT, Rosa from Finance, Jeff LaJoy, the fairly new fire chief. All of you, I appreciate your support. I would also like to recognize Ken Enda and Matt Eastman, along with Barbara Kniff, Fran Miller, Joy Basil, for everything you've done for me over the last few years. And you've done it willingly and with a smile, and thank you. Overall, the Village of Bolingbrook is a great place to live, work, and play. As I move on to another chapter in my life, I hope to encourage others, wherever I live, to take a look at this village as a model of what they can do and make it right and make changes so that their residents benefit like our residents do here in Bolingbrook. All politics aside, I really think that the people at this table have a great heart and a great commitment to you, the residents. And they're here to do good. They want to do good. Support them and let them do that. Thank you so much for everything.
I might add that Trustee Jaskowitz is not just leaving the board, he's leaving Bolingbrook. He's moving to a lake house that he's invited us all to, but never really given us the address, so I'm a little leery about that invitation. Thank you so much for your time and your commitment. I'm sure that you find it a little bit different perspective sitting on this side versus from the outside, so I'm sure you see things from a different lens, and we appreciate you acknowledging that. Thank you so much, and don't be a stranger. And thank you for introducing the entire staff. There goes one whole page of my script, so. Okay. So now I will entertain a motion to adjourn Sine Die. You want to tell us what that is? Mr. Odelson? I mean, I could read it, but I figure it might warm you up a little
Motion
bit.
to adjourn Sine Die completes the business of this board, takes a brief recess, and comes right back to the swearing in of the new board and the sitting of the mayor, the clerk, and the board. So it's just a brief recess.
May I have a motion to adjourn Sine Die?
So move.
Second?
Trustee Zarate, second Trustee Watts. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Well, Mary, you've never had a no vote for me, so, and I gave
Don't
Roger
start now.
one. I gave Roger one.
Don't start.
Okay.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Need a judge.
Very nice.
Need a judge? A lawyer needs a judge?
We need a judge. I don't need a judge.
All right. It is now my privilege to introduce Judge Bennett Braun, who will swear in the newly elected village officials this evening. Judge Braun is an associate judge on the 12th Judicial Circuit Court of Illinois. He is a widely respected, experienced judge with over 31 years of experience in law. He has served Will County as an associate judge for 12 years, presiding over more than 100 criminal jury trials, hundreds of bench trials, thousands of hearings in nearly every division of the courthouse. Since he was also the judge who swore me in as trustee 2 years ago, it only seemed fitting that he preside over today's swearing in as well. Did you want to say something?
Do you have the oaths? Do you want to do the
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If I just say a few words, it is really an honor to be back here in Bolingbrook. In the courthouse, after elections, we say that spring is the season for administering the oath of office. So I've been traveling the county for the last week and a half, swearing in officials. And I have to tell you, I am completely impressed with the turnout here tonight. I was in Green Garden Township last night swearing in their township officials. And the number of officials was greater than the number of citizens that came to witness it. Now, Green Garden is a rural county, quite a bit different than it is up here, but this is truly, truly a demonstration of the commitment that the citizens of Bolingbrook have to good government, that you brave the elements out here tonight. And while the administration of the oath of office is somewhat ceremonial, it's important as well. It's not just important that you're here to see the oaths of office being administered, but that your elected officials also see you while that is taking place. So again, give yourselves a hand for coming out tonight.
I'm going to ask my family to join me
Absolutely, we want them here.
today.
They're the ones that are sacrificing. All right, let's make sure we get great pictures here.
All right. Get over here. I showered, I promise. Actually, you should.
Okay. Mayor-elect, will you please raise your right hand and repeat after me? I, please state your name,
I, Mary Alexander Basta,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will uphold
that I will uphold
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Municipal Code of the Village of Bolingbrook,
the Municipal Code of the Village of Bolingbrook,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
my duties as Mayor of the Village of Bolingbrook
my duties as Mayor of the Village of Bolingbrook
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
in a manner prescribed by law.
in a manner prescribed by law.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Judge Braun. Thank you all for being here this evening. Where'd you guys go? Are there heaters over there?
Body heat.
Thank you, everyone, for being here this evening. Thank you, Mayor Emeritus Roger Clare and Dr. Pat Clare, along with Jim Bowen, for your help and support. Although you did forget to bring back the warm weather from California and Florida, I do appreciate you coming back. You've invested so much time and effort into our campaign and supporting me. Thank you for putting your trust in me to lead Bolingbrook. To all the volunteers that have worked on the campaign, stuffing envelopes, making phone calls, door knocking, dedicating time at our headquarters, thank you. I would call each of you individually by name, but I might have to defrost some of the people sitting outside, so I'll forego that one. Special thanks goes to Trustee Carpenzano, who tirelessly spent an enormous number of hours. Sometimes I think that you slept there and had a cot somewhere in the back room, so thank you, I appreciate that. Special thanks goes to my priests who have traveled, St. Mark's Church. I have all 3 of them present. I know that they pray for me regularly, and God has blessed me in so many ways. Most people have a priest. I have 3 priests, so that just means that I need more prayers. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you to the incredible groups of people that supported my campaign and endorsed us, our very own police and fire unions. Thank you so much for your support and your belief in our team. To my family, I don't say it enough, but thank you. To my husband, Ahmed, you're my best friend, and I'm thankful for your love and your support. That's because I'm very cold. But more so, I'm grateful for the way that you challenge me every day. I wouldn't be here without you, so thank you. My sons, Peter and Benjamin, they bought a suit specifically for this occasion. Thank you. You've grown into such wonderful young men. Your support and love for me has taught me a lot of things, one of which during this campaign was how to make a TikTok. Never thought I would do that. Don't plan on doing it again. To my mother, she has always been my biggest supporter behind the scenes, so thank you very much. I appreciate you. And lastly, thank you, all of the residents of Bolingbrook. You are what make Bolingbrook unique, special, and strong. You are the reason why all of us do what we do. The root of any elected position is care for our community and care for our residents. You are why Bolingbrook is such a great place to grow, live, work, and play. I appreciate your support, and I'm excited to be working for you in the coming years. It's important to know why we do what we do. There are many reasons why we serve, and each person has a different reason. But when it comes down to it, there is a why. My why is all of you, regardless of who you voted for. No matter if we're friends or if we've never met before, if we agree or agree to disagree, I am here to care for the residents and do what's best for our community. I have had the privilege of serving as your mayor over the last 9 months. And through those 9 months, I've learned more about individuals in this community than I could have ever imagined. We pride ourselves in our diversity, but diversity is not just limited to race, ethnicity, or religion. It also includes diverse thinking. My hope is that we continue to embrace our differences and use them as strength to learn from one another and grow in new ways. I see people living out their individual passions daily. I see many involving themselves in our community. It's important we foster a place that empowers all of our residents. I encourage you to engage in our community by getting involved. Based on your individual interests, join one of our village commissions, volunteer for a non-for-profit, or one of our numerous sports organizations in town. Be a part of your community. I am proud to live here, and I want us all to be proud of our community, not just today, but for decades to come. We must take pride in our village by acknowledging our accomplishments and striving to achieve even more. Together, we will make a bigger, better, and more beautiful Bolingbrook. Thank you, and God bless. Next, we will have the oath of office for our village clerk, Marty Barton.
Ready? Would you please raise your hand? And repeat after me. I, and please state your name,
I, Martha M. Barton,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will uphold
that I will uphold
the Constitution of the State of Illinois
the Constitution of the United States of America
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the municipal code of the Village of Bolingbrook, maybe the most important part,
the municipal code of the Village of Bolingbrook,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
my duties as
my duties as
clerk of the Village of Bolingbrook
clerk as the Village of Bolingbrook
to the best of my ability
to the best of my ability
in a manner prescribed by law.
in a manner prescribed by law.
Congratulations, Madam Clerk. That is an excellent clerk, the one that corrects the judge.
If I have to. Judge Braun, Mayor Basta, trustees, friends and family here tonight or attending virtually, and residents of Bolingbrook. What an amazing journey it's been to get to this night. First, being appointed to fill retired Carol Penning's position, then the months campaigning, getting to know so many of our residents around town, and earning the privilege of serving this community as village clerk. It's all been an incredible experience. I'd like to thank my awesome teammates, Mary Alexander Basta, Mike Lawler, Maria Zarate, and Troy Doris, wherever he is. There he is. For an adventure that was both lots of fun and intensely challenging. I look forward to serving with all of you for the next 4 years. A huge thank you goes to our campaign managers, Michael Carpenzano and Carol Penning, our campaign consultants, Pat Clare and Mayor Emeritus Roger Clare, and the scores of volunteers who contributed in so many different ways to help this team reach the finish line together. My deepest gratitude to my friends and family who put up with the many demands of our campaign, helped out where they could, and gave up their time with me and our team so that we could concentrate on getting our message out. That includes my daughter Jennifer, back there, my stepdaughter Erica, who walked with me, door knocked with me, my stepson Bob, and his 2 beautiful daughters, Mackenzie and Skylar, and my son Brendan, who's here with us in spirit. He walked the streets with me too. I appreciate all that they did to help out. And finally, to the thousands of our residents who demonstrated their belief in our vision for Bolingbrook and their confidence in us to get it done. I'd like to share this last thought with you this evening. I had 2 epiphanies during our campaign. The first came as a result of one evening when I walked into our campaign headquarters and saw roughly 20 people preparing over 40,000 pieces of literature for distribution over the upcoming weekend. Sorting, collating, stuffing, counting, tedious, repetitive work that they did cheerfully and with dedication. And then that weekend, seeing the hundreds of volunteers who gave up their Saturday to hang that literature on over 10,000 doorknobs. And it struck me just how many people were working so hard for us. Most of them didn't know me personally, but they generously gave of their time and efforts because I was a part of this team and because they believed in who we are and what we bring to the community. At that moment of realization, my overriding feeling was that after all their hard work on our behalf, I absolutely did not want to let them down. The second epiphany occurred on the night of the election, when I saw that over 4,000 people voted for me. Over 4,000 people. Now, I can probably account for maybe 200 to 300 of those people, knowing them personally, and maybe another couple of hundred by name or in passing. But that means that at least 3,500 total strangers darkened that little oval next to my name because I was part of a team that they trusted to do right by Bolingbrook. An epiphany both incredibly humbling and highly motivating. So that is my North Star for the next 4 years, to do everything I possibly can to justify your confidence in me and in our team. Thank you for this wonderful privilege to continue to serve the community I love as your village clerk. Thank you.
Next, we will administer the oath for our Deputy Mayor, Mike Lawler.
All right, Deputy Mayor, if you raise your right hand, repeat after me, please. I, please state your name,
I, Michael T. Lawler,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will uphold
that I will uphold
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Municipal Code of the Village of Bolingbrook,
and the Municipal Code of the Village of Bolingbrook,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
my duties as Deputy Mayor of the Village of Bolingbrook
my duties as Village Trustee and Deputy Mayor of the Village of Bolingbrook
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
in a manner prescribed by law.
in a manner prescribed by law.
Congratulations.
You're going to use a book? The budget here?
I put together a few words. For those who know me, you know that's dangerous. So, however, I learned from Mayor Emeritus small pieces of paper and a few lines of words, and hopefully you remember everything you're supposed to say. Thank you, Judge Braun. It is always good to see you, and I appreciate the honor of you being here tonight for all of us. Thank you to my fellow candidates. This is the most unusual election for me because this is my 7th swearing-in ceremony. And this was a combination of weaving in some new friends and working to keep us all together and working hard to get through the campaign and the event and making sure they understood the importance of being present to all of the residents of Bolingbrook. So I want to give them a large congratulations for listening to each other, to each of us listening to each other, picking each other up, and making sure that we were communicating clearly and concisely to the residents of Bolingbrook our dreams, our passion, our mission for the future of Bolingbrook. And I'm very proud to call them friends, and I look forward to serving with them. I want to thank the Clares. We've had some fun times, and it has been truly an amazing experience to see this community grow into where we are today. And Pat has an amazing mind for data analytics and understanding various aspects of how we understand the community and what's being done. Roger has a clear understanding of how to connect with people and make sure that we listen. We've had some conversations over the years about making sure that we're at the events, which are fun, but making sure that we listen first. Our opinion or our needs are second to those of the residents of Bolingbrook. And that is a great point and continues to make us successful, make all of us successful. I want to thank those who I've served with in the past, and I'm truly honored for all of you choosing to attend tonight on a chilly night. But Rick, Sandy, Mr. Bowen, we are friends. We've had an amazing journey, and I really, truly appreciate all the fun that we've had and all the support and all the things that we've done. To the volunteers, as has been mentioned, you inspire us to make sure that we do everything that we can do to earn your respect and make sure that we deliver for you. And to the voters of Bolingbrook, I want to thank you for your support over the years, and especially in this election. For those of you who chose to vote otherwise, that's the most important thing you did was you voted. And as Mayor Mary said, make sure that you continue to be involved and bring your ideas to us to make sure that this community continues to get better. Now, behind me, you see some of the family. Tonight, thanks to the efforts of our staff in Bolingbrook Community Television, I'm able to, for the first time, share this experience with my siblings and family out of town. They've watched the journey that I've participated in. They don't always understand it. They think it's pretty cool if they can come into town and hang out, see some great live music. My younger brother, Tommy, who's out in LA, gave me a nice piece of advice. He said, don't put on the pancake makeup. He started working with a guy named Ted Koppel on Nightline years ago, so that's all he knows. And I replied back, this is Bolingbrook Community Television. This is real stuff. We don't put on makeup. My brother, Jim, and my sister-in-law, Claire, I know you're watching. And to the Texans, my son and daughter-in-law and their 4 and 11/12 children, because end of June, Cinco arrives for them, the 5th boy. So when they come to town, we celebrate my son Dan, his wife Kelly, and now I want to introduce the current youngest Lawler, that's Charlie, my daughter-in-law Nicole, Ryan, my oldest granddaughter Cadence, who walked with me for a few days on the campaign trail and told her mother to let her be so she could walk with me. Maya, my daughter Erin, and my granddaughter Naomi. My son-in-law Jake and youngest, their son Isaac are off at football practice tonight, and the reason I want to introduce them, and this is my message, and it kind of carries a little bit forward with what Mary said. Bolingbrook Soccer Club, Little League, Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, community basketball, my youngest son Brendan, who's working tonight, theater, music, band, madrigals. Their involvement, they learned what Bolingbrook is all about by having us encourage them to participate in the organizations in town and the opportunities that Bolingbrook offered. They carry that message forward today in raising their children. They understand the importance of community involvement. And I am so very proud of all of them for finding their passion, for keeping their friends that they grew up with here in Bolingbrook, and for making me so very proud of who they are today and raising amazing children of their own. The example that I challenge all of you with is to find an organization, as Mayor Mary said, I told her she stole part of my speech, but find an organization, make sure your children are given an opportunity. Even if you don't have children, get involved in an organization, because that is the best part of Bolingbrook. Get to know each other and continue to make things better. Charlie's telling me to get off the microphone. Thank you all again. I can't thank you enough for all the support over the years.
Next, we have Trustee Maria Zarate.
Trustee-elect, if you'd raise your right hand, repeat after me. I, please state your name,
I, Maria Zarate,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will uphold
that I would uphold
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Municipal Code of the Village of Bolingbrook,
and the Municipal Code of the Village of Bolingbrook,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
my duties as
my duties as
trustee of the Village of Bolingbrook
trustee as the Village of Bolingbrook
to the best of my ability
to the best of my ability
in a manner prescribed by law.
and a manner prescribed by law.
Congratulations, trustees.
I would like to thank Judge Braun. This is the second time
Yes.
for us, and I really appreciate it. There would be nobody else I would rather have.
It's my honor.
Thank you very much. Yes, please. Yes, Judge? Judge Braun? Can you get a picture? Sorry. Hello, Bolingbrook. On behalf of myself, my family, and the First Party team, I want to thank everyone for your support and belief in our goals for the future of our village. I want to thank my peers for their support, dedication, and guidance as we logged many hours to ensure we built a strong campaign to reflect our goals and visions. I also want to thank our competitors for challenging us to bring out the best in ourselves. Next, I would like to thank Emeritus Roger, Claire, and wife Pat for continual support and leadership as we take what they have built over the last 34 years into the future. Thank you. We will build off your success and continue your legacy. I would like to thank my husband, Terrence, my sons, Anthony, Terrence Jr., Stephen, and my daughter-in-law, Julie, my new daughter-in-law, Cindy, and my grandson, Anthony Vincent. It's a little bittersweet when we have lost so many people. And I just wish my dad could see me today. I want to thank all our volunteers. We had so much fun. Without these people that have supported us, came in, were doing their jobs to help us to be here today. I thank all of you. You're a true blessing to Bolingbrook to have you in our lives. Lastly, I would like to thank everyone that has voted for me. There are so many of you in Bolingbrook. I know probably some I knew, some I didn't know, but I just like to thank you for getting out that day and bringing us home. I'd like to say thank you for Roger and Pat for coming all the way from California and being here for us. It means a lot. And for those who are not here with us today, Leora Brown, Pat Shanks, and a lot of other people that we have lost. But I would also want to say thank you so much. I'm touched, I'm honored, and I'm here for you if you need me. We need to help each other and make Bolingbrook a bigger, better, and more beautiful Bolingbrook. Thank you.
Next, we have Trustee Troy Doris, Trustee-elect Troy Doris.
Let's get a little closer, like you know each other. Trustee-elect, if you'd raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, please state your name,
I, Troy Justin Doris,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will uphold
that I will uphold
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the municipal code of the Village of Bolingbrook,
and the municipal code of the Village of Bolingbrook,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
my duties as
my duties as
trustee of the Village of Bolingbrook
trustee as the Village of Bolingbrook
to the best of my ability
to the best of my ability
in a manner prescribed by law.
in a matter prescribed by law.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Trustee Bolingbrook.
Unlike Deputy Mayor Lawler, I do have a big, pretty big piece of paper, two of them. I do want to thank first, a little bit off the script, everybody for being here. I mean, no matter the conditions, this truly just shows me that you guys are here to see this thing through. Standing here, wishing us the best throughout. I couldn't ask for a better support system, especially being a new member of this team, but a longtime member of this community. So to be able to get familiar with all of you, the volunteers that I've met, that I've been adopted by one of them as my grandmother. It just shows you the relationships that you can make when you get involved and put your foot forward to be a part of something that's pretty big. Before I get going, I just want to introduce my family. My partner, Diana. My mother came all the way from Atlanta to be here just for today. My brother, Ryan, who's also a BHS graduate and a product of the Valley View school system, and his partner, Canute. Just a little percentage of my large family. I do think it's pretty ironic for me growing up here, seeing Mayor Claire on the TV screen and Mrs. Claire in school, coming full circle to having me stand here today. I used to, when I was a kid, make fun of my mom for watching Channel 6. Like, why are you watching this stuff? It's boring. Like, what are you getting out of this? And look at me now, right? Standing up. But one thing I do love about this community is that I do appreciate the investment and how things do come full circle for people if you decide to be involved and create these relationships. I am excited to be here today, accepting this position as a newly elected trustee for the village of Bolingbrook. To be able to carry the values and the traditions and the integrity of our community are more than words and will be done through action. I want to thank each and every one of our supporters for not only taking action and making your voice heard, but also being there for us when we needed a little extra guidance, motivation, and more importantly, your valuable opinions. A lot of you in attendance tonight have lived here for a significant amount of years, and others a little bit shorter. But no matter your age or your history here in Bolingbrook, I found a common interest is that we have the interest in advancing our community forward. Throughout my time campaigning, I've learned so much from interacting with residents. Being able to openly discuss and answer questions residents have about the village, down to the concerns that impact them personally, opened the door for an opportunity for a two-way dialogue of education and understanding. I appreciate every bit of honesty and any opportunity to gain trust with one another. I'm absolutely looking forward to continuing these conversations, ensuring residents are heard, valued, and truly presenting a fresh perspective. The same passion and investment rings for our businesses here in Bolingbrook. No matter how big or small, there was a reason why these businesses decided to call Bolingbrook home. I'm excited for opportunities to introduce new businesses to our village, maintain the businesses that are established, all through communication, trust, and again, for the advancement of our industry and our community. I look forward to working towards advancing the resident experience, relationships, and maintaining relationships with various governing bodies which promote strong infrastructure to our community. I thank again each and every one of you for your trust in me, your trust in the members of my team, and your confidence in the future of our community. I accept this position with assurance, but please, I ask each and every one of you to be a part of this journey with us, to see the progression. I am looking forward to serving each and every one of you, but more importantly, remaining a resident, a good neighbor, and a good friend. Thank you.
There's one comment that resonated throughout each of the acceptance speeches, or a couple actually, but volunteers, teamwork, community, leadership, guidance. Those are all very important, and they're all here, right here in Bolingbrook, in our community. Teamwork. Together, everyone achieves miracles. I personally have added to my family with my running mates, with the volunteers, and I'm very grateful to call you all friends and look forward to working with you and for you for many years to come. So thank you and congratulations to everyone and to Bolingbrook. All right, so now I will call to order the new session of the May 11th, 2021 board meeting for the newly seated board to conduct the remaining business. Madam Clerk, may I have a roll call, please?
Of course. Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Doris.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Here.
Well, and Mayor Basta.
So, I now need a motion to acknowledge and accept the official canvass and proclamation of the results of the election returns from Will DuPage County Clerks of April 6, 2021 consolidated election. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second?
Trustee Lawler, second. Trustee Zarate, roll call vote, please.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Doris.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries. There is no executive session this evening. I will entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved?
Second.
Trustee Zarate, second. Trustee Doris. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you very much.